All right, Charlie Bass says the Detroit Lions should not have fired Jim Caldwell, and he discusses the differences between the Steelers and the Lions organization. Now, if you don't know who Charlie Batch is, you probably don't deserve to be talking Detroit Lions football. You're not old enough. All right, went to Eastern Michigan. Quarterback the Lions for a minute. Didn't have much success though. If you pull up his stats, hold on. Pull up his stats. He was a great backup in Pittsburgh and won a couple games in Pittsburgh. He was a good backup quarterback. 25-30 is his quarterback record. 61 touchdowns, 52 interceptions, 11,085 yards for a career. It's a good career. Great career. He was in Detroit from 98 to 2001. I mean, he went 0-9 in 01, 8-7 in 2000, 6-4. 99's rookie year went 5-7. Never threw more than 13 touchdowns. Last 2 years there, 13 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Sorry for the garbage truck. 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So really never captured that glory. Just a good backup quarterback. Just solid backup quarterback. I mean, great backup quarterback. Just not to sound too repetitive, man. But he only 45, right? 46 right now, man. Played Pittsburgh from 2002 to 12. Second round picking 98, 60th overall out of Eastern Michigan. Peyton Manning went number 1 overall this year. Also, you had Hines Ward in that draft, Randy Moss, Charles Woodson. The Lions passed up for Charlie Batch. Let's see. Hey, 2 first-round picks that year. Yep. They took Jermaine Crowell with their second first-round pick, which was a great pick. Crowell would have went down as one of the greatest receivers of all time. He just got injured. I think his career got cut. He got injured. Joe Vicious won that draft too, man. Big Ten got Penn State. So they took Charlie Batch and Scott Frost, the Nebraska quarterback, he went 67th in the second round, in the third round, behind him. Jeremiah Trotter won that draft. Ahmad Green from Green Bay won that draft. Alan Rossum, the cornerback for the Eagles, when I think he played for the Giants too. He went to the Giants when he got drafted by the Eagles, but it was from the Giants. But cornerback out of Notre Dame, Brian Greasy went 91 in that draft. Hines Ward went 92 behind him. So that's pretty much probably it. Lance Shoulders was in that draft behind him. Oh yeah, they ain't miss Ike Reese, Michigan State guy. Pretty much that's it. Also, Mike Berg, Fred Beasley, the fullback. Matt Hasselback went 6 in that round draft, and I think that's the right brother. That's the good brother. So yeah, crazy draft, man. Matt Hasselback was better than him. David Terrell. No, that's not our David Terrell, safety from Michigan, not ours. He was a safety, not the receiver. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Charlie Batch. You don't know who Charlie Batch is, man. You need to reevaluate your life. But he says that, so far, and everybody see that. And I think even people that didn't like Caldwell, remember people said they didn't like Caldwell because he didn't show no fire. He had a stoic face, but Jim Schwartz yelled and Matt Patricia snared and yelled, and they didn't get nothing done. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care if he didn't yell. He took an indisciplined team and made them disciplined, cut out the personal fouls and the childish stuff under Jim Schwartz. They were just making personal fouls. We know why, especially when Jim Schwartz, got pushed by Harbaugh and the way he reacted. The team was not disciplined under Jim Schwartz. And that reflected that leadership part reflected when Harbaugh and Jim Schwartz situation. So, we seen why. But yeah, Caldwell took that team and it was disciplined. He had his ways of handling stuff, and he didn't, yell at players on the sideline. Remember, he I forget who he was. He took him out the game for a dumb penalty. Sat him there. So think about it. So that's one thing you liked about him. But obviously that's the obvious. And like I said before, man, it is what it is, man. On that part, but good to hear his opinion. A lot of people gonna tell him to shut up and whatever the nature, but it's always good to hear, somebody that was in a successful organization that actually been in a Detroit organization, give his opinion on what's been going on here. So let's get to it, man. 1 second. So let's do it, man. So he says Charlie Batch, the Lions made wrong decision to fire Caldwell. Former Detroit Lions quarterback Charlie Batch discussed the differences between the Steelers and organization the Lions. Detroit Lions have never learned how to win consistently as a franchise, despite repeat efforts to try to rebuild the winner. The Lions have only a single playoff victory in decades. Since '91 was the last one. Many have tried to figure out what has held Detroit back all these years. Players have come and gone, but some have had fortune of playing with organizations that have track records of success. Speaking to Woodward Sports earlier this week, former Detroit Lions quarterback Charlie Batch. When was this right? Because this week, obviously. So it must have been today. Detroit Lions quarterback Charlie Batch, former Detroit Lions quarterback Charlie Batch discussed the differences between both organizations, weighed in on his dismissal of the former Lions head coach Jim Caldwell. Batch played in Detroit from 98 to 2001. The Eastern Michigan alum went on to become a two-time Super Bowl champion as he played with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2002 to 2012. He says, quote, I think a lot essentially is that you have an organization with the Steelers who has a culture of winning. They know how to win. And I think ultimately with the Lions, they're trying to learn how to win. And that's a huge difference there, Batch said, quote, because in Pittsburgh, they're a lot of more patient. They don't change coaches. In Detroit, unfortunately, when things aren't going well, it's time to move on. The Steelers have had three head coaches in 1969. Meanwhile, in Detroit, they have had three head coaches since 2017. As Detroit barks on what looks to become a long-term and rebuild, it's sometimes difficult to recall that Caldwell had tremendous success during his Lions tenure. Despite being a winning head coach and taking the Lions to the postseason multiple occasions, Caldwell was dismissed following the conclusion of the 2017 draft. Quote, it was shocking, Batch explained. And I'm not only to me, but I think a lot of people were shocked around the country because it seemed like he had them right there on the cusp of getting over that hump. Unfortunately, the powers that be weren't as patient and made a change. You see everything where you go back, and of course, that's hindsight 2020. You're like, man, did they make the right choice? And I think when you look back to where they are now, the answer is no. It's facts. And people was trying to rush Caldwell out of here because he didn't snare and he didn't yell, he didn't show emotion, but he had control of the team and it was going in the right direction. But, Caldwell was a self-inflicted wound there. People forget. Caldwell didn't want to call plays. Caldwell refused to call plays. Remember, he was a championship play caller, offensive coordinator for Baltimore. He took over Cam Cameron, and that office took off in Baltimore. They won the Super Bowl that year and got hot. But he refused to call plays in Detroit. And, people don't talk about that self-inflicted wound. You just look at Dan Campbell. Campbell took that fucking playbook. Campbell took that damn playbook and called the plays. And it ain't even a whole season yet. Even in the old format, it ain't an old season yet. And that's one thing Caldwell didn't do. Caldwell didn't take that damn playbook. But everybody had mistakes. But ultimately, he right. People forget he fought he fixed the wild and undisciplined team. He fixed that. Remember, they was getting all personal fouls under Jim Caldwell and Jim Schwartz and stuff of that nature. Yeah, they messed up. They don't know what it's like to win the ownership. Ain't no other way to blame it. It's the ownership. They stupid. They dingy. It's the ownership. No two ways around it. The ownership is pathetic. We won't win unless we get a new owner, and she don't want to give up the team. And it's sad that we got to suffer because she don't want to give up the team. Give up the damn team and let us win, man. But, when you're making all hundreds of millions of dollars a year, shit, why would I sell something? I don't care what the people in Detroit think, especially they come to support me. They come and support the team every season. Every season is sell out. And we ain't got to put a winner field. Why would I win? The citizens of Detroit is part of the problem. Big part of the problem. Keep coming. So I agree with Charlie Batch's synopsis, man. And Golden Tate has something to say. Maybe I'll get to that a little bit later. But hey, let me know what you guys and girls think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video quest, Appreciate the love, support. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That's the want to make a financial donation. Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ PayPal, Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal 3. Sorry, let me slow down. CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. Cash App, PayPal link in description, rolling the bottom of the screen. Appreciate the love and support. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, share the video, hit the bell icon, and subscribe button, hit all notifications, reach change the notifications, go live, drop video. Peace.